lot of people ask, like, what's the point of your channel and what are you guys doing? We kind of didn't know at the beginning. We wanted to tell these stories about the, losing all my money, alcoholism. A quarter of it was going to be on fitness, and then the other quarter was going to be on fun stuff, and that's what we've been shooting a lot of lately. So you may see some intense videos about alcoholism. That we're just trying to help people and expose what happened in my life, and hopefully it'll help people. And I think it has. The comments we've gotten back are just spectacular. And Jeff and I agreed to grow the channel organically. We're not going to do any clickbait, and we're not going to lie to you guys to try to get more views. We're so grateful that we have 19,000 followers and a couple million views now, and we're going to tell the stories that are authentic and organic, and show you the other side, the crazy side, that Mary and I have so much fun on the sober side. It's just, and that's the only reason we do those. And I think they're fun to watch, and the sceneries we do, I always try to take film on the beach or with water or a pond or a river behind me. I think it's smooth, it's soothing. And I can't speak. This last 2 weeks I've really had trouble speaking, but I'm gonna get that checked out. I'm fighting to get words, and I don't know why. And my son noticed. He's like, "Dad, you stop talking and you're like," and I go, "James, I can't get the word out." So, non-alarmist, I'm gonna check it out, find out why I'm starving for words or searching for words. Could be 35 years of being drunk. It could be that. Could be brain damage. I don't know. But I'm on it, so I don't need all the comments, and I appreciate you guys and your concerns, but I'm a pretty healthy guy. A little heavy. We're gonna do, so being an addict, I've always said I'm addicted to sugar, and I was down to 180 pounds. I'm up to 205 right now, so, and it's beach weather, it's beach season's coming, so I'm being funny. I'm 61 years old, like I look good in a bathing suit. Anyway, I'm going to trim that weight off. I'll take the 25 pounds off and I'll document that. But I feel pretty thick right now. I'm pretty fat and pretty gross, but I'm an addict, and it's hard to explain. Like, after an AA meeting, sometimes you go out for a piece of pie and coffee with some folks if you met some people in the meeting that you thought were interesting. And I went out with a couple of guys, and one of the guys ordered 3 pieces of pie, and I go, "You serious? You just ordered a French silk and 2 apple pies?" And he goes, "Yeah, why? What's up?" And I go, "I don't know, it seems like a lot of food." But he said, "We're addicts, man. I don't know one little bite of something I love. It's like alcohol. I want it all." So I'm kind of like that too. And I'll be honest, with the sugar, I've been struggling with that back. I just love it so much, and it's hurting my health, but it's not going to make me drive 100 miles an hour down the road. I'm not going to end up in handcuffs if I eat some Haagen-Dazs. Where if I picked up a bottle, I always say, people say it's 10 o'clock in the morning. If I picked up a drink today at 10 o'clock in the morning, I promise you by 5 o'clock I'd be in handcuffs on the hood of a squad car. I'd be in a fist fight with somebody. The alcohol years are just gross. So get to the sober side and live this life, and you'll see. I mean, I do so much fun stuff, and we have no money. It's another thing, that all these things are free that we do. The bike rides, the walks, I don't have the options. I can't go to fancy restaurants anymore, and I can't. The thing I'm saying, I just would like to buy a little better quality food, but I don't have the money for that. And it's okay. I'm still living. I buy, and you guys see that mostly what I do is that people say, "Oh, he's living on those high in the hog." I showed a couple refrigerator shots where I had briskets and steaks, and most of what I buy, you have to understand, like brisket, it's under $4 a pound. I buy cheap meats, but I make them good. But it'd be nice if I could afford the expensive meats. You don't have to work as hard to make them good. They're like, you can't screw up a prime filet. I really don't. I think you could eat it well done and it'd still be good. So that's what our channel's about. Bringing you kind of fun stuff. We don't want to, it's not going to be all doom and gloom and I lost all my money and I was a bloody alcoholic. It happened. It's your past. You can't forget your past. Don't forget it, but put it behind you. It happened. And be responsible for any damage you've done in the past. Do the apologies. Go out. Do whatever you got to do to make it right. But, so that's, in a nutshell, that's our channel. It's Jeff and I just having some fun. I'm glad I got Jeff to kind of cut the films together and make them really nice, and he puts the whole thing. I throw him all this film, and then Jeff produces these, I think, really good videos. They're at least fun. And the alcohol ones are serious, because they should be serious. It's a very serious disease. It's a very fatal, deadly disease, actually. I can never underestimate the damage that does. Wrecks families, wrecks your health, ultimately takes your life. But there's the other side. So if you're one of those people that's thinking, I got a problem, I got to do something, do it. Look at my stuff. Like, I'm not an educated man. I'm not smart. I did it. You know, you just have to want it and really want it. And you have to, the other thing I tell everyone, you better hate alcohol if you're ready to quit. You can't still, I was in love with alcohol until I wasn't. And then I wanted a divorce from alcohol. I actually hated it. Hated. And then I hated what it did to me and ultimately almost killed me. But I got out, man. I got sober. And it is rough, and it's a little, I can't sugarcoat it. It is tough at the beginning. And then I always tell you my 6-month story. If you can get 6 months sober, you've got a great chance of getting lifetime sobriety. But that's that first 6 months that's choppy. And I'm working with a guy who I'm sponsoring. He's on the channel. I met him through this channel, and I said I can't sponsor any more people. It's a long story, but his life is so parallel to mine, and in almost every way. And he said, I shouldn't say this, but he said, I need you, Patrick. You're the one guy. If I can get you as a sponsor, I'll be sober, and I can do it. And I'm like, I couldn't say no. So Brian, I know you're watching the channel. You're over 4 months sober, buddy. You're there. You're so close to that pink cloud, and you're going to get there within the next 2 months. And he's doing great. And I think Brian's committed like I was. He hated his life. He also, his wife will leave him if he picks up again. Same as me. It's the best thing your wife can do, is threaten you with, I'm going to leave you. Because alcoholics, we don't know. We'll keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until you walk home and there's empty coat hangers swinging in the closet. And a lot of times the guys, you can't get your wives back. And it's a shame. Alcohol ruins families. It ruins everything. Take the initiative. Get sober. Do it. Watch my previous videos. They're only going to get better. The stories are getting better, and I'm feeling more comfortable. You guys, the comments have been so great. I feel like I'm in your living room when I tell these stories, and that's what I need, is that comfort level, because you guys have responded so beautifully and so nicely, and it's well appreciated. It's like Jeff and I think of you guys as our extended family, because we don't know you guys, and you're making the nicest comments. We've like made these friendships, and it's kind of nice. It's really nice, actually. But we feel like we're doing some good with the channel. Like we're helping a lot of people, and we're enjoying it. That's the best way to put it. We really enjoy doing these films, and the enjoyment is the comments. We run after we post a film the next day. The three of us, Mary, Jeff, and I, will go through all the comments, and we've learned so much from you guys. You guys have educated us on so many things. I think I told the story about there's one guy that chimed in. He goes, you're trying to do all this stuff organic, and you're trying to be this health nut, and you're cutting on poly boards, on plastic boards. The guy was right. So we knocked out all those boards, and we put bamboo, cutting boards in now. And someone made a comment about all the water bottles that we buy, those water bottles, those plastic water. We did. And someone said, that's great. You drink it, it's unhealthy. There's so much talk about plastic in general. We're consuming a lot of plastic molecules and things. And so I got rid of the water bottles, and I got all this I put a filtered water thing in my house, and then I put another filtered called a zero filter in my refrigerator. And now we make our own water. We put it in, filter our own water. And we put it in glass bottles instead of plastic. And so you guys help us. And that's what I love the comments for. And I've been wrong on some stuff and people have corrected me. And I'm like, thank you. So it's like we're doing this together. I hope you enjoy our channel, and I appreciate all you guys, you subscribers, and I want you to enjoy it. So some of the videos are intense, and some of them are fun, and they're full of beach shots and palm trees and cool sites that Mary and I visit. So thank you again.